Yo, it's good to be back. It's good to be back. Da 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 da. What is up, everybody? We are back. We are back. It is Super Sight in the house. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back, everybody. Call me V. Welcome to the stream. So super exciting to be doing this. Everdale, I've been wanting to stream for the last 2 months. I have had a lot on. But also one of the other things is I've been doing 24/7 streams, which then have been using up the restream, so then I couldn't stream unless I just did it to YouTube or just did it to Rumble, and what Rumble has a limit on how many things you can stream. So that's why I haven't been streaming. Otherwise, in the first month, because honestly, like when I stopped that day, and it's going to be this whole intro, then we're going to get into the Everdale update, which I know nothing about. I'm super excited to check it out. They did have one update, because I realized that looking back, I've done 18 streams of Everdale, and then there was the update one and one after in that, so it's sort of I've missed there was one other update after that, but that was basically nothing. It said bug fixes and a few visual changes. They changed the color back to the old original color, but you know, in the normal one, which was good. So they changed that back because a lot of people put that as feedback, which I then covered at the time. Other than that, the bugs were still there, the ones that I could see, like people's village with brown base. And what else was there? The thing where it shakes, and one other one. 4 on YouTube. Welcome Lynn, welcome Coral. Good to see you. Long time. I know. So it's good to be back. I have been diligently playing it. I'm really enjoying it. But not gonna lie, I think Everdale's gonna die. That's just my thinking at this point in that. I would so love it to succeed. It's such an awesome game. I play it for about 4 hours a week, 3 to 4 hours a week, according to my statistics and that of, you know, how long you play. So that's not a massive commitment. That's like a doable thing. You know, 3 hours, you know, 30 minutes a day for an enjoyable game. That's totally doable in that. So yeah, I've progressed to level 11. It's taken ages, man. So soon we'll get to level 12. I see that the top valley in the game, C, has gone on holiday till there's more stuff added, because they will have maxed out their valleys, their village, to 15. My new one, it's taken so long to build it up. I've built it from the ground up. I've been releasing a few videos on Everdale. Actually, yeah, I have. So, yeah, because I'm thinking, man, it's been a long time since I last did anything. But no, long time since I last streamed, which was 2 months ago. But I have been doing the videos on Rumble of some Everdale updates and that, which is what's been happening. So I've been enjoying it, just plodding along. It's been just me in the valley for most of the time, although in the last maybe 2 weeks, maybe 2 weeks ago, a player called MJ joined the valley. So it's been really nice. 2 significantly better than 1. Actually, in the Everdale, I did at everyone when the update came out. I should have done that, like, that last major update, but anyway, I didn't. Anyway, I did it this time, so it was cool. It was cool. It was like, oh, at everyone that, but I did do a thing of, oh, there's just so much again. This is, oh, I remember like when I stopped it last time, because I was just, that night, I was just be like, okay, I'll just have 1 day break. I'll just have 1 day break, because I had some other stuff to do, and then it turns into a 2-month break and that, which is a shame, but at the same time, I don't know. Well, yeah, I mean, not many people that watch them in that, but I still enjoy doing the Everdale streams, so, I don't know, it's just, well, as in I make them work, and it's still enjoyable enough, you know, but all the Excel stuff we never got through, all that we're reading through the updates, never got through that. I still got all those tabs open from all that time ago, they're still there, so we got those there. And yeah, I'm not sure, and so I still intend to finish reading through them, plus these Everdale articles from ages ago that I never actually covered, and a few other things, like, yeah, and then there's this new thing I've done on the optimal players and that, because I think that if it's too small, then you have too many tasks in that to get done, which hinders the progress of your valley, and if you have too many players, then you have a massive coin shortage in that. So then I think that 1 to 2 players doesn't really work. It's just, you can't do the events in that. It's not very effective. And yeah, and then like having too many, you're often running out of coins. So I reckon the optimal is about 4, 5, or 6 in that. I reckon probably 5 or 6, because ideally you want slightly more than less, because you can progress your valley faster. It's nice with more people, and you can get the events done easier in that. So I reckon 5 or 6 is the optimal and that. Anyway, hey, great, welcome to the stream. Everdale will die if there's not any new content. Like, I'm fully with you. It absolutely will. Like, I mean, those C players have already maxed out the game and just said, and you could say, well, yeah, of course, if you spend $20,000 on Everdale to instantly max, then you can't say, oh, there's no new content there. But it's like, I don't think they spent $20,000. They probably spent less than $5,000. I don't know. But the thing is, it's like, it feels like, oh man, it's taking ages to get there and that, but at the same time, it's like, I am gonna get there, like, in a few months, and then what? And I still want to do a stream on Clash Quest. I want to do Clash Mini, a stream on that. Boom Beach Frontliners, want to do a stream on that. Color Defense, Hexonia, and a retro game were the ones that I have lined up that I want to do streams on. And Lynn Trovo, welcome, welcome. So we got 6 on YouTube. That's pretty good. So we got some other things going at the moment. But it's so good. It's so good to be back, man. It's so good to be back. I'm excited to do the stream. I'm going to get hardly any sleep. But yeah, I really wanted to do this. So I'll just go here and just get why is that blank one? Okay, I'll exit that one. And then what do we got here? And oh, great! Thank you for being a member for 2 months. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for that. I will exit Discord. Yeah, I'll exit Discord. My memory, man, is just, it just uses, like, my computer just, like, uses up so much stuff in that. So we got that, and we got that. Yeah, okay, there we go. So we'll do that. Boom. And then we got that. So that's currently, but it's like sitting on like 100%. So it's a real shame. I really wish that I had another really good computer, because then I could have like, because I accidentally started shutting down my stream like 3 days ago and that, because I went to type in the search bar in that, but it wasn't loading in that, and then I was just pressing a few keys and it started shutting down. I'm like, no! Quickly press cancel, but then it stuffed up the Twitter stream, Top 20 Twitter, which was doing really well on Rumble, with over 24,000 views, and that's not even on a YouTube thing. It actually showed up as one of the top ones, so it's doing so well, but it's just really a pain having the just different stream, because I started building a computer in 2020, but then couldn't afford to finish it, because it's sort of like, it was going to be a computer that costs like 4,000 to 5,000 New Zealand dollars. So I'm not sure how much that is, which is, you know, it's on the upper end for a computer. Absolutely, I don't know. I'd say maybe the average computer costs like maybe 2,000 New Zealand dollars. Yeah, approximately 1,500 to 2,000 New Zealand dollars. I'd say that's the average one. And then, you know, you can get those, you know, crazy ones worth 10,000 or more dollars in that. And I was trying to get like just below the price point of where the value just significantly drops off, and you just excessively paying for this not very good value to like something that was pretty good value, like, because I think it was the 3900X was the CPU I went for with AMD, and then I got like a really good, what was it, because I bought some stuff. I bought that, I bought a good case, I bought a motherboard, I bought the SSD, which was one of the top ones, but at the same time it was only like $200 or something, and then I bought the RAM, so it was half built in that, but then I didn't get the graphics card, which, yeah, so the graphics card and the power supply, I was going to get I think it was called C-Sonic one, it was the highest voltage, I think it was like 650 something, fanless one. So there was that and that, and then there was like 1 or 2 other things. I can't remember what the other things are. Anyway, but it was a shame because I never got that, because I was going to use that way back in 2020. But then I got banned, so then my YouTube income got cut off, and that was, it wasn't huge income, but it was significant. So then losing that then was, I couldn't afford to finish a computer, unfortunately. So, yeah, and so therefore I have to do everything on this, which then means that doing gaming streams and having 1 or 2 or 3 other streams all going on here concurrently as well. I mean, the CPU can't handle that, unless the low CPU ones, which the Rumble one actually is, the one that, not just streams to Rumble, but the one that is, like, of the Rumble counts, which is a real cool one. So that is a low CPU one, but, see, this is it right here. We go to here, and we go to here. So this is real cool. This is the top, and this is me. This is my followers in that. So this is actually low CPU in that. Wow, still missed a lot of frames. But that's because the other one was going at the same time. But yeah, well, see, 0.9, 0.4. It's normally higher than what OBS actually reports. But, oh, we just got another follower. We just got another follower on Rumble. That's cool. Thank you if it was one of you watching me right there. But that just came up right then. That is sick. But these are the top people followed on Rumble. So Rumble's real cool. And I'm glad Rumble exists. And, yeah, that's the, yeah, and I think that's I mean, the cool thing is, the more I've thought about it in, like, the last year, I was like, actually, no, I don't want sponsors. A year ago, I was like, yo, or 2 years ago, I was like, I really want sponsors in that, and there was this YouTube course that I did, and I'd written down some of the sponsors I really wanted in that. But now I'm like, actually, no, I don't want sponsors, because that then it affects what people say, and oh, we just lost a follower. Never mind. Hey, we got them back again. Why is that time wrong? That time is wrong. Why is that wrong? I don't know why that's wrong. Anyway, that's not right. That's not right. Peter $17 here from the Glad. Peter $17. Oh man, I missed Clash Clans. Anyway, where are we going with this? Yeah, so it's nice because then I mean, the thing is, I've invested interest in Rumble because I've got videos on Rumble and streams on Rumble and that. So then I'm still promoting Rumble, and there's incentive me to promote it in that. But yeah, and so then it still sort of is a bit murky, but it's not the like, I just genuinely want Rumble to succeed, but it's not the same as being sponsored, in which yeah, I don't know, like, it can just become, you're just getting paid to say stuff you don't even believe. I mean, a lot of people, like, say, oh, like, they you say generic statements that are true about a product. Like, I found this product reasonable. This product was good, or something. I don't know, but I don't know. It's just I've thought, but then again, I make profit off the whole advertising industry, and I don't even like ads are very ineffective on me. Like a very minute percentage actually work, and I mean for most people it would probably be a minority of ads that actually ever get them to buy something. But like I'm meaning like 1 in 1,000. Like I see hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of ads, and just like nope, 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 nope. So yeah. I mean, you could say if that 1 in 1,000 ads got you to purchase a Tesla, well, that's more effective. But anyway, but then the fact that like my channel earns income from all this advertising, which is part of this whole system of selling people's data. Like, Google gets our data and then just sells it to advertisers, which, I mean, I am an advertiser and a consumer that has data stolen from. Well, the thing is, it's not stolen in the sense because you agree when you sign up to the terms of service, which are ridiculously long, that, yeah, you agree that your data's used in that. So it's not like, well, they just stole it, I had no. It's like, well, you chose to make a Google account, so that's on you, and that. But at the same time, it's almost like most people have a Google account, to like comment on YouTube, you need to, and that. But that is, yeah, then it comes out a whole thing of like, well, not free speech thing, but the whole thing of like, markets and that, and monopolies, and how much the government intervenes, and, is Apple a market in itself, and therefore is allowed to stop the Epic Games Store from selling stuff within it and that, because you could say, well, if the people would just decide, well, then let the free market decide on which platform, and if Google is what most people pick, then that's, and if the people don't value privacy enough, then that's the ultimate result of what happens. So there's a whole heap of different stuff that you could go down. I don't know, because I think about like the consistency or inconsistency. I think it's inconsistent in the sense that it's like, okay, so we've got democracy, so we get to vote for the politicians and that. But then at the same time, in terms of like the free market and that, it's like lots of people, like in New Zealand, there's two big supermarket chains, one called Woolworths, one called Foodstuffs, and a lot of people want the government to intervene to I don't know, like force the prices down or put price caps on them or whatever. That basically they want the government to intervene to make grocery prices lower in New Zealand and that. But then I'd think, well, if you're trusting people to vote for the elected representatives, then why not trust people to vote with their dollar to pick the good services? So, because it's sort of like this thing. It's like, oh yeah, no, we can trust people to vote for to choose who the most powerful people in the country are, but we can't trust people to vote for companies that are not going to wreck your like not care about your values or that. It's because there's the option to not buy off those two big supermarket chains and instead buy from local stores and that, like smaller ones. Like there are fruit and veggie shops around that you can get your fruit and veggies from there, and you can go to a local butcher and that. And if suddenly everyone in New Zealand did that, those supermarket chains would either go out of business or they'd lower their prices. But because a lot of people keep going to them, then they can keep charging those high prices. So anyway, I don't know how I got onto that. It was to do with Rumble and with the promote, and so because it's like, oh, I don't know if I really want to be part of this whole, like, even though it's like, I just assume, well, everyone that watches my channel just, who cares about the ads? It's just ads are annoying, and it's not actually going to get you to buy stuff. The reality is, no, there'll be people in my audience that absolutely see these ads and buy stuff, and it's like, don't really want to be part of that. Because originally I remember stating on a stream once, I was like, and Peter O was there and someone else was there, and I was like, it's just frustrating that I wasn't making enough money on YouTube to make it sustainable, and so I was like, I just want it to be that I can just make enough money off advertiser revenue, to keep the channel going and that. But then, now, since then, I've thought about it, and I was like, actually, I don't like, because I hate how most marketing's done and advertising. It's like intentionally trying to sell people a service that they don't actually need. And it's like, and there's Fairburn films that are funny film on it, just like what ads should actually be like. And it's basically like, we sell salt. If you need salt, come buy it. This is our location. If you don't need salt, no worries. But the ads aren't like that. It's like, this is the most insane thing. This is the craziest thing we've just released, and you'll not be complete without this. Do you wanna look absolutely stunning? Do you wanna actually be like in society, accepted in society? Then get this. Or it's just like so bad message. Like, advertising is doing terrible damage, I think. Well, I think the beauty products are really bad at it. There's a lot of, like, so many groups are really bad at it, and then I also, and more realize, with sales, all groups are always claiming, hey, we've got a sale on, we've got a sale. But it's like, no, that can't be true, that everything's on sale all the time now. And also, what's the other thing that they've done an increase in? Something else I don't like about, what is it? It's to do with selling it. What is the... it's trying to convince you that you need stuff that you don't actually... Oh, that's right. Well, all the companies, they just, like, say, like, they're just like... Well, not all the companies, but a lot of companies will, like, have a comparison chart and be like, look, our product has this, and all our competitors don't have this, don't have this, don't have this, don't have this. And I was looking at a Rumble chart once, like, maybe within the last year, I think, and I saw that, and then finally I clicked, it's like, wait a second, every group just names the criteria, the description of all these features they're comparing, of ones that they only have, and they don't have to be fantastic features. It could be just something like, I don't know, like something that's just like another one doesn't have, but it's not really a great feature, and then they look fantastic on the chart. It's like, oh my goodness, Rumble has like all the features, and those two, don't even have those features. Whoa! But then I realized every company can do that. They just rename whatever the things that they're comparing, and then just like make their one have ticks next to it, and the other one have crosses in that, and then it's like, that's actually not at all a fair comparison. Like, it's not, and it's intentionally done like that to make their one look so like ahead of the other ones. And then once you realize they're doing that, you're like, well, actually, I need to think a hang of a lot more about all these things and look at all of them and compare all of them. And it's, yeah, but like, you see it through the funnel lens, the narrow lens, and you're just like, oh no, it must be only this one. But it's like, no, you have to think a lot more about that kind of stuff. So anyway, I do like Rumble. I'm glad Rumble exists, and I am releasing stuff on Rumble. I do have a channel on Rumble. I will benefit if you subscribe to me on Rumble. Like, the concept of conflict of interest, like, that's subjective in itself, I think. Because, like, in one sense, like, because it's illegal to have a conflict of interest and not declare it in that. But the thing is, arguably everything is a conflict of interest in that. Like, for example, if you were a council member and your ticket keeps getting, and you're in charge of like the parking and cars and the whole automobile stuff, and if your ticket regularly, if your wife regularly gets tickets in that, then if you then say, I think we should decrease how much we ticket people in that. That's a conflict of interest in that. It's like, okay, what if it's not your wife? What if it's your cousin? And you're like, and you have like, sort of like a little friendly relationship, or what about just a loose friend or something? Like, at what extent does that then, like, well, it's just like, I know people that, speed, and I know people that don't speed. I know people that get tickets. I know, it's like, but at what point? Like, if you got ticketed lots and you decreased it, I would think that's conflict of interest. I don't even know how they define it in that, and conversely, there could be a reason why, you could just, it's just like, I feel like everything you could argue, there's a conflict of interest in, like, depending on how you define it. Anyway, so, and then the point was, every time I say, hey, please subscribe to me on Rumble and that there's a conflict of interest in that. The interest is that I have an interest in you subscribing to me on Rumble. It will boost me on Rumble, which will help me get more, but then the assumption is that then you want... The assumption is that people watching the streams and or the videos and whatnot want you to succeed in that. Which, and a lot of them do, I assume. But then, yeah, I don't know. But then it's on that assumption that you then say all this stuff and that. But yeah, it's just something to think about. It's just something to think about. Okay, anyway, let's go back to, let's go to here actually, right here. So thank you, Greet, for becoming a member, and yeah, those of you who know my channel know that, you start Everdale immediately. Talk about, 100 other things before he gets on Everdale. Yeah, okay, and so thank you, Greet, for being a member, and your name is Green. That's actually cool. I don't know if I don't know, I don't remember someone's name being Green. I don't remember. I don't remember. Maybe Josh Weiner's name has been Green? I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't recall names in green, like the actual name, I know bots, not bots, mods are blue, But have members always been green? I'm not sure. What if you get to the red flag? No, but it can't be because of that color. I don't know why. Anyway, thank you for being a member for 2 months. Great. Thank you, thank you. Okay, lots of streams incoming. I hope so. And so I probably won't start the Twitter one till I, do that. Clash Questing Mini have some cool new updates. I'm excited for Clash Heroes. It'll be interesting to see when Heroes is released, because if they do, that will be 4 games in beta. And if there's other one, that's about, $3,500 US. It's a lot of money. But ideally it lasts for years. Is any of that stuff you bought obsolete? Which stuff? Oh, the things. No, not obsolete, But with every passing year, it becomes relatively less valuable. Because other new products come out, and then everything that was like that original, it's like the top thing is always 5,000. It's like the top CPU is, let's say, always $700, and so the second a new CPU comes out, the past one then becomes 500, and etc. So they keep displacing it, and then everything else, sort of like that. I still hope Rumble takes it. Yeah, likewise. Can't think of a single ad that I went to intentionally. Headed out. So many companies advertise. I advertise in that, but then I'm just so not liking just the buying and selling of people's data, which then participating in the ad system is doing that. Unless it's ads that aren't targeted, but then that's just so ineffective online. That's so, unless you just had a massive cause and masses of money, it just is so ineffective. If I just had, for example, I was promoting this Everdale stream and just said just anyone on the internet sees it, all these people that don't even speak English would see it, and just people that just searching up cars on the internet would then just see it and click on it. People just click on it. So many people just click on it. I don't know why, but they do. So, and then they just click onto it and then click off, and then I'm just spending all this money to just get all these people that don't care at all about their, so, it makes much more sense for me to narrow it down to people that have searched Everdale, or people that are interested in gaming and that, so then I get better money worth in that, but then it relies on more and more data stuff. But then if they're just searching Everdale, that shouldn't rely on data. It'd just be if someone searches Everdale, then it shows up. That shouldn't be selling anyone's. Oh no, but then you can do it by only show it to people in this age group, or only show it to people in this income group, and it's really interesting. Yeah. It's sort of there's two forces pushing on each side, advertisers wanting more and more criteria, do religion, do ethnicity, and all this whatever, maybe, I don't know, I haven't heard them call for that, but as in the more stuff you can filter it by, the better in that, yeah, as in, the better for advertisers, because it's easier to target exactly who you want, but then there's the privacy side, where it's then it's more and more and more data in that. And then I'm surprised they do the income thing, where you can just target the top 10% of people in that. They would then have a higher price, because then to pay for ads to be shown to them, because then your average return. But that's such a weird way to think about it. Target viewers that are likely rich viewers, sort of thing. Yeah, it's weird. It's really weird. Because then financially that makes more sense as a YouTuber but then, you sort of want as many people as possible, but then if you can, it's weird. It's weird. There we go. So many ads outright lie. Well, there's, those gaming ads and that. And what's the name? The Game Theorist, he said, how are these ads, even legal? How, because, they say, this, but, 99% of people fail, all the, and it's just, that's just a lie. I see, is it super rare chance? It's not, but it's almost certainly a lie. And it's how is that not banned? That's just a lie. Heading outside to beat the storm, iPad with me, Celestine, not really good. Oh, all good. I can't play because of bugs. Really? Who am I? Welcome to the stream. Ones that were just introduced with this recent update, or old ones? Because there are still bugs, but I didn't know there was any game crippling bugs still in there, other than the bug of, the meme, we aren't gonna, we want as many people to play as possible, dun, 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 dun. Just increase the iOS requirement by 2, which wipes out probably hundreds of people from being able to play it that had been loyal players of it. Okay, let's actually play this game. Also, another thing, this is not good. My storage is full. Is we still on this thing? Yeah, we're still on that thing. Okay, here. Yeah, hey, there we go. We got a like. We got 3 likes in that. Shout out to Elon Musk. Like, I think Elon Musk is a funny guy. I think he's a funny guy. And yeah, he's trying to buy Twitter. We'll see what happens, you know? Because then there's the whole thing about the 5% bots, which, I mean, I really doubt that it's under 5% bots and that. And if it's over 5% bots, then does he have to buy it? Does he still have to pay a penalty? Would he want to? But, you know, I don't know. It's like, I don't know. He's a 40 chess player, man. He's like, he just does this, you know, like, because at the start he was like, I'm gonna buy it, and then it got rejected, and people were like, oh well, you know, but he's like, I've got a plan B, and people were like, yeah, you have a plan B in that, and then he's like, he actually had a plan B and bought it. It's like, what the heck, this guy? I would, you know, there's a lot of people I'd love to do a walk. There's a lot of people I have done a walk with in that, actually. People in my circles in my life. I offer to take them on a walk on the Port Hills, which is a place in New Zealand, and it's sort of like the highest point is like 500 meters, so it's not that high. But it's nice. It's nice. Just a few hour walk in that, and yeah, and so I've done it with a few people. It's enjoyable. They normally enjoy it. I don't tell them how long the walk is, and then I'm like, yo, want to go on a walk? They're like, yeah, show off, and yo, yeah, it's gonna be 5 hours. But it can be shortened if necessary. But they normally, once they start, they actually realize they like it. So yeah, there's that. You know, and there's a lot of other people I'd like to. You know what? You know, I'd take Jordan Peterson on what? Yo. I mean, there's so many people. There's so many. Didn't I say last stream that any like celebrity, or then define celebrity? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I do like walks. I do like walks in that. But yo, that'd be sick. I reckon that Elon Musk and I would get on fine. I reckon we're doing real well. I just thought this yesterday. I'm like, someone pointed out to me. It's like, actually, like, because I often, my devices fill up so fast in that, like, my phone has like 8,000 photos on it. And someone pointed out that, like, oh, you know, Elon Musk takes photos and photos as well, which in a sense is like, well, yeah, everyone takes photos in that. But he probably fills up his device as fast as well. And then it's like, that would him and I would be like, Apple, can you just like lift the space or make it easier to like move? Well, not lift the space because, you know, but make it easier to transfer to a Windows device. I mean, he's insanely more skilled and ability than I am, but at the same time, I feel like we'd still get on. Like, he's got a sense of humor. I like people that have a sense of humor. He's a funny guy. There's a lot of funny guys. Well, no, actually, he's not. I don't think most people are very funny, but he is. There's a lot of people that are funny, but I think most people aren't very funny. So, yeah, he's a funny guy. You know, him or Jordan Peterson, Dennis Prager. There's so many people I'd love to go. I mean, yeah, I love walks in that. There's a lot of people I'd like to go on a walk with. Because in a sense, then I'd go on a walk with everyone, but then unless they especially wanted to go with me, then versus they can just either go by themselves or just go with another person, and then it's like, well, I haven't got time to do a walk with everyone, so then they can just but yeah, I do make the offer to a lot of people in real life that I know. Would you like to go on a walk? And so I don't know, maybe half accept, half decline. And so, I like my walks. Anyway, Elon Musk, so we'll see what happens. Okay, and then we got these things, Rumble. This here, my stream is on the front page of Rumble. Now, it's not, like, the default is that, but if you click live, that is my stream. Now, before it was Twitter, and for a time, I had both my streams on there. And so I was getting hundreds of views from this. So this is it here, and it plays away. Which is the one that you just saw. You saw the raw one. And then if we come over here, this one was the other one, 26,000 views, and so sadly it's gone. And boom. Okay, there we go. So we got that. So yeah, that's the stream. 13 rumbles right now. I don't know why it's not showing up live. It doesn't really. Well, it doesn't matter if it's not working. But yes, that is that. Okay, we'll come back to here. We got this here. I don't know if ever differentiates enough to go global. I disagree with you there on that one, Great. I think it's quite different from Heyday, but I still think that I'm not sure about it going global. I don't know. Maybe Elon will buy Apple. I think Apple's too dear. I'd love to go on a walk with you. Walks are good. And normally I get a selfie at the end. I'm a fan of photos. Okay, let's go. My storage is full. This is just not, it's just not good what's happening. Like, if you'll see my iPad right now. It's not good. It's not good. Look at this. It's been like this for a few days. It still works if you click on things, but that's not how Nightspan's supposed to be. We got this. There's an app. There must be an app there. I don't even know what that app's called. It's just not even there. Yeah, so that's the current state of my iPad. That's not good. That's not good. That's not good. Anyway, let's actually play the game now. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's go. Okay, there we go. Come over here, get rid of me for now. Boom, and then we'll get rid of the display capture. And then bring back me. At least that one's working. You could get rich, fly, and all your members. Yo, that would be mean. That would be insane. That would be cool. That would be cool. That would be mean. That would, yeah, I mean, yeah, that would be like the Helsinki 7, kind of, but then it would be like the SuperSight 7, boom, something like that. Yeah, I don't think that there'll be a Helsinki 7 number 2. Well, I mean, there never will be with the same 7. Well, I don't think there will be. But with the Russia-Ukraine situation, I don't think that Supercell will have another one there. Because if you look at the map, the Helsinki, where I went, is pretty close to the Russian border. It's pretty close. It's very close in that. So I don't think, I mean, it's on the assumption that Russia would invade Finland in that, which may or may not happen in that. But as in, I don't think that they'll have it with, because Ukraine is, they're quite, because Finland and Russia are actually, well, I mean, they border, they touch, and that, but Helsinki isn't that far off the Russian border in that. So anyway, I don't think they'll have it. I don't think they'll have it. I don't think they will. Well, not under the current situation, but who knows how long the current situation will go on for, and how it will work itself out, or how it will end. So yeah, but that would be sick to but I'd love to go back to Finland, but I don't know, it's like, and I am still covering SuperSight games, we're covering Everdale, but it's just like, if we have any experience with Rush Wars, with Heyday Pop, we're like, I feel like it's gonna die. I feel like it's gonna die, and I'm not gonna go down a whole 2-hour streak of what I've already gone down many times before. I'm like, but I'm like, it's probably gonna die. I love the game. It's a great game. I really enjoy it. It honestly it's Rush Wars 2 for me in a sense, but it's just, it is and it isn't. Like, it's not. Nothing can be Rush Wars, but I love it. It's another alternative game by Supercell. I love it, but it's just, you look at the interest in it. It is just dead, man. Like, today, its max interest didn't even pass Clash Mini. I'll show you the graph, but it's like crazy. I mean, I just feel like, I don't know. I don't know who I am right now. Like, and just, like, I don't know, I'm certainly expressive. I don't know, Tim Pool, Alex Jones, not sure who I'm like or whatnot. But it's crazy if you actually look at the graph. And this is at the Clash Mini's lowest point in like a week. It's just so sad. I love the game. It's just not like, where's the competition, where's the lead? I don't really care. And well, I know, I do care about those two things. But if people don't search it up enough, it just doesn't work. But then it comes back to, well, the only reason that matters is because I'm doing it based on advertisement. Where ideally it would be based on subscription, based in that. I don't know. But then it's like, because then it's like, I don't know. It's easy if it's just based on ad revenue. But yeah. Anyway, it just is like, but then that requires all be able to become members and all that, which then I don't expect. I haven't expected, and didn't want there to be pressure on people to do that. Because not everyone has enough money to do that, and I don't expect them to, and I don't really want that to be the solution. But it's sort of like, there isn't another solution, in the sense of, like, you either get your money from advertisers or the people watching you, and then I'm like, I don't really want to get it from advertisers. That's just, like, that whole sketchy system of buying and selling data. I'm not a fan. And it's like, well, then where else is there to get it? It's like, but then it's like, I don't, it's like, it's like, it doesn't work. Like, I can't just have my content, like, just, like, free, and then that, it's like, I want my content to be free, but then and it is free, but then, there's no solution. Like, the money has to come from somewhere. It's like, anyway, so, open the game. I will. We're getting there. I just wanted to show you the stats of this. which is very concerning stats. I mean, that said, Heyday and Boom Each is still out despite their low-ish interest in that, but they were already out, and SuperSight doesn't really want to kill an existing game, although if the interest in Boom Each kept dying off, they'd eventually be forced to do something. I don't know, but then they could just sort of leave it without updating it, but then that doesn't look good. But, I mean, there still is a wee bit of interest, and hello Ross, welcome to the stream. We'll come here. This is Everdale. I kid you not. This is like the updates released. It's lower. Well, it matches. It doesn't exceed. It doesn't pass Clash Mini at a 10, which I'm pretty sure is the lowest Clash Mini's been in the entire week. What's that? 11. It's the lowest Clash Mini's been in the entire week. And this is the highest that we get. And, like, not even close to Heyday. And Heyday wasn't profitable. Heyday wasn't profitable. Let alone this. You know, and shout out with Clash with Shane, by the way. He's been covering Everdale, and yeah, he's been covering it. And yeah, shout out to him for doing so. But this is the problem. How is that supposed to... It just doesn't work. Okay, there we go. Let's go to web search. And yeah, that's even less. That doesn't even... Yeah, that's even less. What's the other one that goes down? And then Clash Quest, that's just flatlined. That's just, like, got nothing. Like, it just has a tiny little 3, so it's something, but it's just so low. So Clash Quest interest has just been dead for a long time. Let's go 30 days, 90 days, then let's open the game. Let's open the game. Okay, there we go. See, look, just nothing. Absolutely nothing. Clash Mini temporary. I think there's hope for Clash Mini. I'm not saying it will go global. I'd put the odds at about 50-50. Yeah. Taz was very convinced last time I talked to him, and I was slightly more towards I don't think it will, but we'll see. This has been 90 days. That's 90 days, and just Everdale and Clash Mini are just going nowhere. They're just not. They're just really not. If we come over here, Clash Mini, big bump. Everdale had a big bump way back then, but it's never anything since, despite all the updates. The few updates we did have, Clash Mini had bumped, but it's still retaining interest quite well. But Clash Quest is just not doing it. Neither is Everdale. So I don't, you know. And then if you really want to see what it's like, you know, you think Clash Mini's big, Let's search up Clash of Clans, and then you see how really flatlined they are relatively. Clash of Clans, boom. Like, oh, it actually still has a tiny bit, but just Clash of Clans is like these aren't even registering. And yeah, that's, yeah. Interesting as 75 is like the average. Is that average relative to the peak? I'm not sure. Anyway, let's open this game. Let's play this game. And let's see what it is. Let's see what it's like. Oh, my throat. Okay, there we go. Let's play this. Let's do it. Okay, there we go. In terms of trends, Clash Quest is just gone complete. Yeah, and yeah, I agree with you on that one, Greed. And it's sad. It's not a bad game, but again, SuperSight has a super high standard, and they don't release stuff that's not meeting their standard. And there's no way that Clash Quest is meeting their standard, despite it being a good game. If any other, well, not any other, but like basically most companies release Clash Quest, people be like, wow, that's a stunner of a game. It is a stunner of a game, but it's just not. And just like Heyday Pop. Heyday Pop was a good game. And I honestly feel like Clash Quest is kind of pretty similar to very similar, in fact, to Clash Quest. It's just rather than like the color matchups, it's troop matchups and that. But it's just so low. It's just so low Clash Quest in that. And I think lots of the top players will probably quit. It's sort of like once you've done, it's like a single player, you just move your way up and then what? That's it. It's like Solitaire. But I like Solitaire. But I like that game as well. But yeah. I'm guessing money will be the determinant regarding the game. Yo, I just solution to question, solution to problem. Here's the way that could work, but yeah, realistically it probably won't. But you have enough people, and you have ads turned off, and you don't require it to be people being subscribed to your like monetarily members of your channel, which I very much appreciate those who are, but I don't expect it. Yeah, and don't want to have it as a necessary requirement or anything like that. I mean, I did it in 2019 or something. For I had it as a bonus. You get like a game or extra game or something. I never made those custom matches exclusive to only members, but I did make it that like you could get a game with me or something. And I apologize, Lynn, we never got our game in. But here's the solution. if enough people, oh, but it won't actually work at the moment. But if, let's say that I get back into the Supercell program and get a creator code, then if enough people use the creator code, which is free and no cost, oh no, but then they still have to be spending money on the games, which is their choice. I don't, I'm not like, you should do it. You should totally spend money on Supercell games, or any games for that matter, or don't do it. Definitely don't spend money in that. But if enough people do that, I think and use the creator code SuperSight, then I can make money just off that. That could work, but that would require enough people, the right people, the people that the whales of the games and that. Which is fine if I get my money from Wales, and then Wales and everyone else watches me. But that actually would work. We got 9 viewers. That's pretty cool. But I haven't seen any new people in the chat yet, which occasionally you do, which is real cool, like when we've had it before. But anyway, I really want to cover this, even though I'm going to get hardly any sleep. It's like, yo, new update, because I wanted to do a stream before now, sort of saying the progress. But basically, it's just sort of, my videos sort of explain that, which you can view on Rumble, and it's just sort of like a nice, like, things are going well. I'm enjoying Everdale. We're slowly upgrading our village. It's real slow, the progress with that. That's a huge. There's so many different ways that it can be capped, and I think that's going to be another big issue with Everdale. Like, because you could have, like, because I've like basically maxed out the rep points, but then it's like, so you could like super exceed that, but then you can't. Your guilds are so low, and then you can't upgrade your troops. Or it could be that your reputation isn't high enough, so you can't upgrade your troops. Or it could be that there's another thing. Your house isn't high enough, so you can't upgrade your troops. Or it could be, the reputation is to do with the skill level. So there's all these different things. And same with, like, when you're in a valley. Like, if there's one, it doesn't work because you can't complete the events by yourself. Or, if there's 10, it doesn't work because there's not enough coins. So there's so many different forces that have to be so balanced, which I think it sort of kind of breaks it in a way. And, some people, can max out, but it takes people ages. In my case, I'm just sort of like, I've got all these coins, but I can't really progress because it's taking so long to research anything that I instantly upgrade any of the buildings I unlock, but then have to wait like 2 days before I can even get another building, then instantly I lock it, and then the guilds aren't high enough, so then I can't use the troops, and then I max out on gold, and then I only can do the rep point stuff, and then I eventually like have so little stuff of rep point stuff to do that then can't put the troops on overnight, so then I'm wasting efficiency. So like, all these problems. Not going to be able to hear for long. Okay, all good. Lighthouse not looking good. I don't get why Clash Money is so much. I don't either. I'm with you there. I agree. With you on that, agree. And I didn't even think of that reason, because there's a ton of auto games that exist already in that. I hadn't even thought of that. But it's like, I think, it's insanely more popular. Like, not just a little bit, insanely more popular. Like, 10 times more popular than, like, Clash Quest or Everdale. Just like, huh? Like, what? Unless, because they've released in a similar amount of countries in that. So it's not like that one's got way more player base. I don't know why it's that much more popular in that. Like, if it's a bit more popular, sure, some games are more popular, even if it was double, but it's, like, way more popular, based on the YouTube search interest. But maybe that will probably partly be because, like, Everdale isn't really a thing that people search up for strategy. So technically they could all have the exact same amount of players, but just there's 10 times more interest in Clash Mini because there's more strategy involved in that. Potentially, that alone could be a factor. It will be a factor, but it won't be the entire story in that. But yeah, I also am surprised how insanely popular Clash Mini is in terms of people searching it compared to Clash Quest or Everdale, which is basically 0 for both of them, which is a shame. That's crazy. Keros got 100k plus views on Clash Mini. That's insane. It was a fun game in that, and it's crazy because I was in the top 50 players, and I could have pushed higher than what I got to. Spent like $1,000 on it to max out my account, and then I sort of just gave up on the game, just because I just couldn't handle the game of going up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, and it coinciding with the fact that I didn't have many viewers watching either. If we had like hundreds of viewers, and when I lost, there was still lots of viewers, then it'd be like, well, it doesn't matter, people are still enjoying it and that, but I just felt like, this is just, it was doing my head in, so I had to stop. Okay, see you later, Lighthouse. Thank you for coming by. Some videos even get more than Brawl Stars on his mate. Man, that would just be like, for him, this is like, Brawl Stars overall is way more popular. But that's real interesting. That's real interesting. I do want to do another stream on that, even though I haven't played it I haven't played it since the very last stream that I did on it. Okay, let's actually play this game. And see what the update's like. I don't know what the update's like, so I'm real curious. So, let's, there's the update. So we'll go update. Oh, let's see, we're onto it. Boom. Here we go. So, update. Should we read? Should we have a look? So, 14 hours ago, because it was 8 hours. Oh my goodness, that's a hang of a lot of stuff listed. We'll see how much it actually is. What do we got? What do we got? I'm nervous. It's like, oh my goodness. Is this going to be like a killer of an update? Because last update was a killer of an update. It killed all the people that, well, it killed the ability from all those people that used to be able to play it to, oh, bother. Okay, there we go. We have to delete something, like, delete an invisible app. What can we delete? What's, something, Slime Labs. Delete. Boom. We never, oh, I was gonna pass that. I never passed it. Let's get rid of this one here. Go on. Let's see if we can get rid of this. What even is this one? Let's try and find it. I'm just gonna hold right there. Oh, it's, remove app. What even is this? Oh, Infinite Galaxy! Oh, there we go. That takes up a heap. Okay, now we'll have enough space to do it. Okay, there we go. So, open this up. Update the game. Update it. That should work this time. Okay, there we go. So, oh, an 11th villager. There we go. They made it so hard to get the 8th villager. Crazy hard. Like, I've been on 7 villagers for ages. Like, actual ages. Like, 2-3 months of being on this many villagers. Which I don't think is, yeah, I don't think that's great. Wait, can this go this way? No way. But yeah, I don't think that's good. I don't think that's good. I feel like it should be more space. Like, I think the 8th one used to be easier to get, because I got it. I had it in the past time I played when Valleys and Villages, but now that one's so far away. Like, I can't even see it at the moment, and I've been, like, researching for ages, so it could be another month again. So it could be, like, it's just so much of the time that you play the game to go for, to be on 7 and that. 7 is a healthy amount in that, but yeah. Okay. Unlock the new animal handling skill. What would that be for? Is it animals? Pets? What even do you do the animals? Oh, the sheep. That would speed up the sheep. But that's 2 hours. That's not very long anyway. Boost. Okay. Boost Valley wool. Fish. There we go. Yeah, wool, fish, and... Okay, because... Yeah, that's... Because you want it, really, that you can have tasks that are 7 or 8 hours. No, we've lost most of the viewers. We had 9, now we're down to 3 on YouTube, 1 on Twitch. That's okay, though. Okay. I used to have the numbers below, but yeah, like, it's interesting looking at my old browser scenes. It's like, oh, that was the Brawl Stars one. Anyway, okay, so what do we got? Say ahoy to a new trade. Okay, so that's a thing, like, not a person. Okay, a shipload of brand new resources, including the ever popular cocoa. Okay, say moo to a new car. She makes milk. Okay, so I sort of wish I was higher up before they added in all these new balancing. Because the game is just, it's almost like, well, it is new content, but it's sort of like just rebalancing, which is sort of like, it's exhausting. Because you're sort of about to get something, and then there's, you know, because then these will be chucked on that line of research, and then it will block you being able to do what you were currently doing, like, 2 hours before the update came out. Maybe. Make delectable sweets at the Valley Candy Shop. Village for refining it. Okay, the Sea Valley is just going to make... They actually have stopped. It was at 100 and now it isn't moving up anymore. I'm surprised that none of them are playing it anymore. Like, if there's one, it should, like, slowly level up, but it hasn't leveled up at all. So it's lots of new stuff, which... So, in a sense, it's sort of like new... things, sort of, you know, it's not like this feature, these features, which, I mean, it's cool that they're adding in new things in that, but it's annoying if you're sort of, like, about to progress to something, and then it adds, it's like, okay, there we go. So, new lava cake, all this different stuff. Okay, new product, toy workshop. So there's just huge amounts of stuff in the animal handling and that. A huge amount of certain things added, which isn't features, and I'm really looking for a feature, because you can add these things in, but this is not going to save the game. Potions for that, new levels for a new... Oh, okay. Including study. Oh, yeah, so I guess more stuff. New bunch of events. Okay, refresh the shop. Okay, balance. Here we go. Late game... expanding max levels to fit new content, because I don't know how much the extra time they're adding that you need to complete the game. More events in the reputation road. I wanted to get it to 50k because I was almost at 50k. Polished art, music, okay, all that kind of stuff. Okay, let's open her up and let's see. I'm done outside. It's back on laptop. Hokey doke. I don't think the audio comes in here. Just in case. Nah, it's not. Okay, I can't hear the music, which is kind of sad. Okay, what's the situation? So this is me and MJ. Okay, how long is this? So we're almost there. Almost there. Have they? Okay, fine. Yeah, that's all good. We can get to that easy. Okay, so that's the same. Okay, so far it's looking pretty similar. There's this guy. No limit. Okay, so that doesn't really matter then, because we can just slowly go through and get that. Guinea pigs. Okay, because yeah. Okay, we got that. Oh, 12 hours, and I will put them on 12 hours. Okay, it's sort of hard without sound. Okay, we got that. Let's go to the top. They haven't changed this diamond. Oh, they've changed it, because it was at like Hooter or something was like the top one. Here we go. This one's still the same though. So the top ones there. And then, which those ones have been stopped. So this 11. So is the first one to hit 11? Maybe. No, I think they must have changed that. Pretty sure they have. Okay, so there's those things. This here, see, this is still glitched. If I click this and then press OK, see, something went wrong. Still, that's an issue. Then there's the issue of. Well, yep, see, sometimes that one, as of last update, and probably still now, would then sort of just, like, you go in and it just starts shaking. But maybe not, but I think it probably will. You just have to sort of, yeah, do it in a certain way. I haven't got friends. I've run out of diamonds or gems to do it. Okay, anyway. Whoa! Shop, 69 different things. That's a lot of things. 2 of them. We'll take it. I somehow doubt that it's going to be, like, another 67 stuff. Oh, decos. Okay, oh, they've changed it to this now. That guy, invite the friends. 65. Surely, oh, there's all these different bundles and... Oh, this isn't free stuff. This is just... Oh, now you have to, like, wait to get to a certain level. Oh, so 12... Okay, I'm not far off 12, and then I'll have unlocked all this stuff. Interesting way to do it. Okay. We got these. 12. Okay, 12 is, like... Okay, so 12 isn't, like, we're almost at 12. Because what are we at? Okay, we'll come back here. Yeah, okay, have we got any new Valley settings or anything like that? Probably not. Nope, that's nothing. None of that changes. Okay, yeah, I've experienced, earthquake. Yeah, that's a glitch. There's another couple of bugs that are still, like, they have, like, someone had, like, this brown village through their whole village, like, just, like, not that long ago, like, 2 or 3 weeks ago, which, I mean, that might have all changed with this new one, but I somehow doubt it, because there's a lot of things that didn't change. But yeah, SuperSightLIVE ID glitch, that's still broken. So already at least one. Pretty sure the shaky thing would still be an issue. What do we got in the mail? So Everdale update 3. Okay, yeah. So, oh yeah, that's just, oh, and then there's, you can watch the video and that. Okay, what's the situation here? Okay, I really want sound. I really do. I think I'm gonna I just really want to hear sound. Okay, I'll shortly back. Okay, I'm just going around my computer, plugging it in. Where is that thing? There it is. And then you'll hear me through the here we go. Okay, so we plug this in, like, there we go. I hope you're having a good day. I had a good day. I want to hear this music. I want to get in the vibe. It stopped. Yeah, no, is this still, I don't know which one you're still hearing me from. Anyway. Yeah, there it goes. Oh. Test. Wait, I can just check. Just checking which one it's using. Oh, no, it's still using that one. Cool. Okay, let's open this. MJ, thank you. And also, feel free to come on my heyday. Oh, wow, it's so, yeah. That's crazy. Faintly hear the music. I can turn it up a little bit. There we go. So yeah, there's still glitches that have been, literally these glitches have been in the game for 2 years. Like, oh, not necessarily. Well, a year and a half. And, like, as of December 2020, they were here. So, it seems to be an issue on all. Interesting. Okay. It's just not Everdale specific. But, yeah, feel free to join. Feel free to... That's crazy. Oh, wow, we got 3 watching on Twitch. Yo, yo. Yeah, it's crazy that way back when I first... Man, we've only been going for an hour. Good. When I first started, you know, was doing Everdale, like, everyone wanted to join. There wasn't enough space. And now, I just had, like, no one, and now just MJ for, like, weeks. Weeks and weeks and weeks. I've been in this, how long have I been here now? Like, 60 days-ish? 62 days. That's crazy. That was since that last, but, like, no one's really come by. But feel free to, what, has he, oh, so he's, yeah, he has, I said 2 weeks. That's, like, even less than 2 weeks. It feels like he's been in it for ages, because it's so used to no one being in it for so long. Peace, Bryce, welcome to the stream. So we've got 3 on Twitch, 7 on YouTube. That's cool. Okay, let's get these guys doing stuff. Oh, that's all. The visuals have changed. That's different. Okay, so we get the raspberries. And... Oh, and then we're going to have to look at this and see the chaos they've created and how they've reordered it. Oh, that's different. They change it every single time. And it looked fine. I mean, that new mushroom looks cool, but so did the old one. Oh, is that text glitch? No. Okay, so, oh, the study. Oh, they almost ran out of soup. Oh. Yeah, no, that's still the same. Anything that is now behind me that's going to say, you have to research this. Oh, no, that's all fine. Okay. 50. Oh, no, it's 16 now. Okay, so they've moved it around. Not a fan of them doing that. Oh, no, but they had to, adding new stuff, that's okay. This thing here, this is really annoying. Like, I'm just gonna hit 30,000 again and won't be able to progress it. Like, I can't research this till I've upgraded, but it's so slow to upgrade when it's just me doing it. I try, but it just takes so long. Okay, so knock those ones out. I can't do the wood ones at the moment. And currently I don't have that many coins in that, but normally I do, and I can easily get heaps of coins very fast. Okay, there. It just takes so long to slowly upgrade them. Like, and with more people, you'd go way quicker. Oh, there's a no time limit as well. So we're getting all these things. Oh, nice. We can just start doing these things. So do that, do that, do that. Cool. Make our way through that. But it's just the game's so unbalanced still. Like, I got like 50,000. I've basically maxed this out. So all these guys, like, I can get max skill level 10. Oh, all these new things I already get. Event tokens. Wow. All just through it. And I still haven't even opened those chests. But I'm about to max that out. Meanwhile, like, I'm only level 11. And then, like, all this reputation is just going to keep being useless to me. So it's just really not that balanced. We got 6 of these. Yeah, so that looks a bit different. Oh, use the gems right there. Yeah. So, yeah. So, yeah. I mean, as a non-maxed player, is this update great for me? Not really. Like, honestly, like, there's basically nothing. Like, all this stuff is further down the track, which I'm glad, because I would hate it for just coming the way of what I'm already about to get. But, like... Yeah, it's like, okay, well, that doesn't even change it for me, and basically, like, it just really doesn't. And I'm not just being negative for being negative, like, I'm sort of neutral. I'm also neutral. I was happy with how I was going before that, and this update doesn't really change anything for me. Well, I mean, it has these things that will eventually mean that there's these other animal things to do, but... Basically, it looked insane, like, you know, like, whoa, look at that list, but most of us just knew this, which, like, 90% of you, or a large percentage of you that play the game won't even be able to get, which, yeah, I mean, sure, add it, but it doesn't actually really help or affect most people. So there's that, yeah, and I'll do the wool, I'll get some of them on wool. I'm trying to get them, so I try and get them all to upgrade. Because I'm still really waiting for something that's actually going to be a game changer, and actually is going to make this game live. Which, what I've seen for the last 2 years, is not that. Not 2 years, 1.5 years. But it's like, it really needs to up the game, because they need some feature. Like this, sure, they add all this stuff. Those people in that top valley are going to max it out in, I don't know, a month, 2 months, then back to like, well, we maxed out the game, now what? So it's like, yeah, I'm waiting for so 3, 3, 3, so we got to get these 2 guys, put one of them on wood. Juan or Eric. We could put both of them. One of them was super close. I think it was Eric. How far was he off getting it? And we'll get some guys on food, info. Yeah, so then we'll get 10 and then I can chuck them on overnight. Okay, so that's all good. And so then we'll put another guy on. Because I'm not super efficient with my base. And since you're here, you can watch me open this. 3, 2, 1, boom. There we go. Very nice. So, and see, we have these there, they're only level 7, but then I can't upgrade them because of the guilds. So it doesn't, so we need to get a few more. How long will it take to finish that off? Well, we need soup. Strongly, these are all 3, so they're basically the same. It used to be Carolina was 4, Angus was 3, and all the others were lower, but now we're getting there. Could put, do we need rock? No, we don't really need rock. He's pretty maxed out. He's doing pretty well. Yeah, they're all ready to be upgraded. Yeah, so we got that. So we're gonna want 2 of them on there. So then he'll go. Okay, so you're gonna. So chuck on. Let's say, so Venetta's still needing to. Because I used to be like, oh, I want to use the ones that are good at doing this and that on there. But now I just wanted to max them all out because the coins, like I've got all the buildings done. All the buildings are maxed. So other than this one here, so then it just takes so long to. Oh, have they decreased that time? Felt like that was 10,000 before. Oh, it looks like they have decreased it. I think. Oh, yeah, I think they have. Wow, that's impressive. That's, I guess, the skill. Then you have to unlock these. It's sort of annoying because at this early in the game, when you used to play, you didn't have to unlock all these boat people and that. It's just made the game harder to slowly unlock if you're used to the old one. Which, that was, you know, what you got for doing it in beta. That's funny then, because then it's like, yeah, anyway, eventually we'll get that. Which, yeah, that's what I want, because then I can do, but it's sort of like, I'm always, that still costs the same, yeah, that's the same price. This is all the chat, the leaders, we don't have much leaders, well, there's just 2 of us, it doesn't really make any difference. Okay, there we go, so that's that. So he's doing that, so we'll chuck 3 of them on here. Boom, and boom, and boom. Then he'll come off. Then we can always switch one of them to wood production. Because he'll be ready, like, I think in 10 minutes. And then, I don't know if that will then be... We'll see how that turns out. Okay, anyway, that's them doing that. You don't need to feed them if they're in the valley. And we've already done that. Okay, whoa, a lot of chat. There we go. You might have more if you had streamed. Yeah, true. Yeah, true. But then, yeah. It clearly wouldn't have been that many if, yeah, there's one small potion behind. Dropped by to say, Eroda, yo, Trail Week, welcome to the stream. Good to see you, good to see ya. How are you going in Eroda? How are you going? Eroda. There it is. How many they got? 1, oh. Oh, I remember him. Whoa, he's like, whoa, they're all maxed out, except for like crypto's like not quite. That's crazy. Yeah, they got over 100,000. I mean, everyone will get, because they reduced, since they got rid of that thing, then everyone will just get to that amount. Oh no, still only 7. Only 7. Wow, it's just because, yeah. So yeah, they're all maxed. I mean, they're a top valley, but yeah. Are they on their list? I think they are. But yeah, the rep is then just useless. Oh no, they haven't had it. So, Eroda. They gotta be on here, surely. Especially if they're maxed. That's the only thing they can do. Eroda, yeah. So they're there. Sweden? There was a show with Bradley Walsh on. And I just come home from an event. This was this evening. I don't know. It might have been like 8 p.m.-ish. Like 8, 8:15. And then my grandparents were watching it. And then they mentioned about like a can of smelly fish. And I'm like... Because I think it was like he tours the world. I thought it was the show was on ages ago as well. It was like, is he currently in Sweden? And it's like, yeah. And it's like, yeah. Galadon did that as well. Oh, that would be so cool to have, like, because in Clash, they did it so well for Clash of Clans in 2015, 2016, or like ClashCon, and all those events, like with those tournaments. It was so good. YouTubers, they were so good in that for Clash of Clans. They were insanely memorable. I so wish that they could have done it for some of the other games. But I mean, the other games, like, well, the newer ones have died. But yeah, with Heyday, they could have done it. That I've got a fantastic, well, I think fantastic idea of like It's sort of like a YouTuber showdown or whatnot, but the equivalent, what you do is you'd have all the products in Heyday are sped up by, because it's sort of like they did the sped up wars. They set like you had like 1 hour of prep time or 15 minutes prep time to fill each other's clan castles. That was so sick. But with Heyday, you could do it and you speed up all the items by 60 times, which is easy to calculate because if it normally takes an hour, it takes a minute. You know, if it normally takes 2 minutes to do, it's 2 seconds. So that's and then you'd have like a derby show off, and you have to get as many points as you can, as fast as you can. You have like 2 hours to do it, and everything in Heyday 60 times speed. It would be awesome. Anyway, I don't think they will. So I won't join. And then no, all good. If you found a good one, stay with that. Higher, and this, it sort of also doesn't really, I'd rather MJ here than not, but it's really annoying because like it has like these real low ones, which I don't really want the low ones, I want high ones. So it does sort of, see, like that would be one that is targeted for him and that would be one for me, but that's just annoying how they do that. But I sort of understand how they do it, otherwise it was just all high ones, then low players. And it's sort of, the game is just, and it's so easily unbalanced in so many ways. Like, this doesn't really work very well. And if you have, like, no one in the valley, it doesn't work very well. If you have 10 in the valley, it doesn't work very well. You know, and it's like, you shouldn't have it that many different things cause it to not work very well. And it's very hard, you know, they said that they're not going to try and make it possible, you know, make it easy for lower players, because it's hard to do. But, you know, it's because they don't even have to allow low player valleys, but they do. I mean, low player was what I meant with my previous remark. Low number amount of players in the valley. It's just so easy to sort of just make it not work. And since people have options, like, you know, in Clash of Clans, it worked. You know, as long as you had 10 to 50, it was fine. But with this game, it really affects it. Like, in terms of, like, what times people are, you know, how many people are onto the boats, how many boats are filled, how many tasks, otherwise you can't upgrade your stuff, all that kind of stuff. You know, and different level players messes it up. So it's sort of real tricky. The higher level players, yeah, need target. I'm still working on accessing the previous update content. We've been on accessing it. We've been overloaded with new content now. I'm high level in Heyday, so I understand the need for those players. Yes, yeah, absolutely, absolutely. It's such a good, you know, I just think back to Heyday. I love Heyday, and I might actually do a stream on Heyday. I might do a couple of Heyday streams in that. And then, you know, I don't know, maybe a whole heap of people from my Heyday stream will come back, you know, and be like, wow, you know, like, because like a huge amount of my subscribers have subscribed to me from Heyday. I actually did a comment in response to someone, really long comment about why I stopped YouTubing and that. I can get it up now, actually. But, you know, and the whole people watching them and be like, please come back to Heyday, please come back to Heyday, and that. I mean, ever since my channel's banned, it's absolutely wrecked my videos. Like, most of them get hardly any views anymore. But even before that, they weren't getting that many views. Like, the turnover was so high. You'd have people watch you for a little while, and then just, like, it just was not really working. You know, but I did enjoy Heyday, and I would enjoy Heyday if I returned to Heyday and that. But I'm not going to do so much Heyday content, you know, when it's very unlikely that it's going to, like, have an update that makes it super, like, interesting to watch videos on. Like, there's strategies and all that, which Clash of Clans has, which Brawl Stars has and that, but Heyday never got and still doesn't have, which is a real shame. They have changed the music. Need to open the update from it. So it dropped to, interesting they released it on the same day. It's interesting seeing, actually, who the people that are in the Everdale server, the games they're playing, they were, like, so not what I expected, because it shows, you know, on Discord what they're playing. Like, people were playing Valorant and Fortnite, like, I was like, wow, it's, like, a real not what I expected from Everdale players. I'd be over the moon if you streamed Heyday. I suggest you announce it ahead. Yeah, true. Now you have my hopes up. Yeah, it's definitely on the cards, but there's so much on the cards, and there's just time so short, and I've got so much I'd like to cover. Okay, we'll just go to... Wow, that music's like, whoa. Eula. Okay, there we go. So, that's, like, quite amazing, actually. It's really cool. That's insane. Let's go to comments. I'll just show you the comment I did. And then just show you my analytics. I like to show analytics. On Rumble, you get extra income, like 10% more income or 5% more income if you show your income figures publicly, which is crazy. Because on YouTube, I remember listening to people and they say, no, don't say it, and it's not, you're not supposed to talk about that and that. I mean, I just show it as along with my other, just like my figures in general. This was my response for why did you leave Heyday? So 6 days ago. So. And this guy had commented 5 years ago or something. And I remember his profile. I don't remember many people, but I remember him. That music's like, wow. Sort of like, I'm amazed. It sounds really nice. This is my channel. So, yeah, reasonable amount. Like, you know, $70 US a month. Nothing to be sniffed at. 20,000 views. Not even 1,000 hours of watch time, though. Subscribers go down. See, when I stream, I lose subscribers. Like, I mean, well, I don't know. The correlation definitely exists in that. Even if you'd be like, well, you didn't stream there and you lost 10, so therefore, yeah, there's a correlation of losing subs. So I still lose, like, 2, and that's 97% less than the previous day. Because at one point I dropped, so I was only losing a subscriber a day on average. Now I'm losing 2 subscribers on average. Last 90 days. See, there we had some gains, actually. Was that when I was streaming Everdale or something, though? Yeah, well, Risk and Everdale. I know, but we're losing. So we're still, on average, losing subscribers. Literally ever since I got unbanned, I've been net losing subs. See, like, so we had a nice peak. That was when we did Everdale and that, but we're still overall dropping. That was 16 subs lost that day. So, yeah, that is what it is. Wow, that's actually crazy. 700, that's a lot of money. $750 US. But then again, you think that's over the course of an entire year. And if that was all the income I was making, then that would be, like, very low. But it's still, like, that's a lot. I had 3 days that were real high. Don't know why that is. Anyway, we'll go to the last 90 days. What? Someone probably done super chats. Probably it was Lynn, actually. I don't know. Probably. Yeah, because it's such variation. Anyway, that's the stats. Reach, engagement. Oh, that's gone down there. Oh, what's that? Research. Ooh, that's kind of interesting. Your viewers' searches. No pixel. What? Editing. How are these, what are these search, no, okay, that's space theory. That's not very helpful, I don't think. That's like so, like, Iran, like, that's probably because Heyday has lots of Iranian viewers, but it's like, your viewers' searches, like, because the idea is that you make what your viewers are searching in that, so it's like, yeah, it's like, yeah, like, business ideas for Iran. You know, it's sort of like, that's not going to get, a video like that's not going to get me. Mosquitoes sound. But like, what the heck? These must be super low. iPad Air 5. These are like, this is so not helpful. Like, these are AirPods. I don't even cover, like, Apple stuff. Hologram video. Interesting. Someone actually recommended I do that a long time ago. But yeah, this here will actually help YouTube. This will be like work as an anti-SEO tool. As in, like, for people that do SEO, I think overall this will be a net negative, because although it's like, whoa, yeah, but that helps. But it's like, yeah, but they already know this information other ways. It just means that people that don't know SEO will be able to access it easier. Which, yeah. Yeah, I mean, because the argument can be made, because it's like, I know a lot about SEO, so it's like kind of cool, you know, it's helpful, you know, SEO to know lots, you know, so the more they make SEO not mean anything, then it's like worse for me, because I actually know, like, SEO is like how to optimize your videos to show up and that, so the easier it becomes, as in the less, which, like, with stuff like this, the less SEO matters, which, I mean, I guess you could argue that's a good thing, because you just want, yeah, well, I think it is. I think it is a good thing in that. Although it's sad for me because I'm actually good at SEO. But I think it's a good thing because then it just means, well, theoretically it would mean that the content that's actually good rises in that, because it's not based on how you title it in that. But then it's the algorithm just is deciding crazy stuff anyway. So anyway, that was that. Okay, back to the game. It's been so long. I know. Don't know what to spend my decos on. I don't know either. I don't spend the deco stuff, so completely up to you. I haven't got any advice for that. Okay, it's waiting for... Start mirroring. Okay. Let's try and get this to work again. So it's not really the update I was hoping for. But yeah, anyway, we'll just keep plodding on and see where it takes us. Been over the mood. Ah, there we go. I can barely hear the music. Maybe turn it up, but seems a lot. Yeah, but yeah. It's like, what? Yeah, that's a lot. But then it's like, yeah, calculate per hour of the, all the hours. It's like, yeah, that's actually incredibly low. Okay, there we go. He's running the 27s. Yes. Looking forward to the first. Yeah. 24/7 mosquito sound stream. Yes. Yes. It's not a dick, except for botted vines. I mean, I'd recommend you max out the game before getting deco. Well, no, not necessarily, but as in, but I mean, if you're spending so much money that you can spend it on both, and but then even I just really don't. Yeah, deco's just like, that doesn't mean I'm not creative or have preferences of colors and all that, but as in, I'm about optimizing it. I feel like then it's like if I'm like that, then is Elon Musk like that as well? Okay, there we go. So how much are we here? So we need to get 7 more, and that's 1 right there. And then if we come over here, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then upgrade it 7. So where is this other villager? I do not know. See, it's still miles away to get the 8th one. Maybe it's somewhere in there. I never actually got to max out the game to then see it. I stopped for too long. Okay, is this guy ready? That'd be nice if he is. Yeah, he is. Okay, now I just need some more coins. Come over here. Bada bing, bada boom. The pies are good value because they give you the bonus coins. Here we go. There we go. And then away we go. Boom. 4 hours. No, I won't put them on quite yet, actually. I'll put them on something else. I'll put them on apples. So he goes on apples. One of these guys goes here. Yeah, that works. That works. Cool. That's nicely balanced. Anything here we can do? I'll get some more of them. This here. It actually is drained, like, eggs. It drains these 2 things a lot. But I don't like to get too low on honey in case you need it. And then it's still got these things, but I haven't got the dye, so it's sort of useless. I get 1 of each dye, but they don't request them, nor can I make them. It's sort of weird that I've got them, because dyes... That's another thing that's imbalanced. Like, you've got these things that are just not useful to you, which you research. The dyes, I realized, I was like, when do you get the red dye in that? But it's actually, you don't research it, you just get it. Automatically. So long. Oh, he's actually gone. Okay, because normally you'd say so long, and he just still stood there as a... Because, yeah, where's the hat? Yeah, like, you get the hat, but then you haven't got the... You can't actually make it, because you haven't got red dye. Because you need the dye thing. And the dye thing, I don't even know where it is. Like, it's not even on that lot. So it's somewhere... Maybe in study level 6, could even be 7, and if it's behind something, I won't even be able to unlock it. So it's just not. It's just the game's just not there. It's not bad, and it's sort of like it's been out for so long. I think it's almost longer than Brawl Stars. I think it is longer than Brawl Stars. So it's the longest game in beta in the history of Supercell. It's longer than Rush Wars by heaps. By over a year. It's longer than Heyday Pop, which was just under a year, and it's longer than Brawl Stars, and it's still like I'd say not nowhere close. Like it's got so much more it needs in order to make it a global game. Like it just does. Like it's still really imbalanced. It's still got lots of glitches. It still hasn't got nearly enough content for maxed out players. They have 3 key issues that need to be solved. And I mean, yeah, relative to how much you play the average Supercell game, it's actually really low. Like, the maximum, efficiency, really, to be playing it is just, like, 3 or 4 hours a day. But not playing it quite at max, but it wouldn't... I mean, 3 or 4 hours a week, which is real low. Like, real low. Like, you know, some people play Heyday for, you know, an hour a day or 3 hours a day. So, you know, it's 7 to 20 hours a week of Heyday. Whereas this game, it's sort of like, the max you'd play it is, like, 3 hours. Or 4 hours, which isn't really much at all. Which is different for a Supercell game. It could work, but it's sort of weird, because then it's weird to stream, and people might be less likely to spend money on it, because they don't actually play that much, versus a game that they play for 20 hours a week. Who knows? Yeah, I don't know, I'm still pessimistic. I mean, I was super optimistic, but then it's just like, if you look at the interest in the game, if you look at the updates I've been pushing, if you look at the fact that it's been out for a year and a half just in beta and that, and when it was released, it was in sort of like kind of almost the current form. Like, it wasn't that bad when it was released in that, but it's like, it's had a year and a half to get to what? Like, a few extra products, a little bit of extra, you know, it's just really, you know, I don't know, I'm just very, yeah. I play Hay Day up to 5 hours a day, mate. So, like, some days you spend more time playing Hay Day than, like, the average Everdale player would spend in an entire week. Because, I mean, there's just no point. Like, there's just literally no incentive once you got everything going to, like, just keep playing it. Like, there's nothing you can do. Like, there's no mini game or no thing that you can somehow benefit it or strategize. Just not. I mean, I guess if you're chopping down heaps of trees to get the tree thing faster, but other than that, which I guess I'll never do because I don't cut down the trees. But not much. But yeah, so it's sort of like, well, I got the products on, I got my eyes on. There's no reason for me to come on to another hour 40 because, yeah, sort of thing. I mean, I guess you could say, well, we'll come on. Like, oh, well, I've got this now, but, like, you know, we'll come on and slightly under that, we'll come in and to immediately get it in 46 minutes, but that's not even any more beneficial. So, yeah, I don't know, I'm just, it's a good game, it's a cool game, but I'm just pessimistic. It's like, they gotta just do something. They just gotta add more stuff. But, yeah, it's like, if they haven't been able to do that in a year and a half, and there's still bugs that they haven't fixed, you know, then it's like, how... You know, how long is it going to take them? Another year and a half? Is this game going to still be in beta in 2024? Like, that'd be crazy. Yeah. I mean, there's no way they'll keep it in beta for 3 years. Anyway, yeah, I don't know. It's a shame, because I enjoy it. I love it. It's a good game, but I'm just not seeing enough to really make it work. And I want to play it more, but I sort of, like... I can't. Like, there's no reason to play. It's like we've got 3 events on now. Yeah, it's sort of like, yeah. And then I still have to upgrade. It's just because like, I get too many coins, and then I can't like upgrade the guys because the things aren't built. Even though I'm like doing this as fast as possible, basically. Occasionally, we'll go slightly over 9 hours or something, but normally it's like as soon as I get them upgraded. But since it's basically just me, MJ's done a couple, but not really. Or it's done none of these ones. Then it's really ages to upgrade these things. And then if there's too many people in your valley, then you just have, well, I mean, not enough gold. So, yeah, it's I don't know. It's just, yeah. I'm just like, just gonna look at this. Like, is there anything that I can actually show you? Like, there's like nothing other than these events that have started for all this animal handling, stuff. It's a new trade partner. Coco and Moo. I can't even look at those things, though. Can I even look at this trading partner? Probably not. Nah, so we got these two, which we're not getting very fast change partner. Oh, I see. I could switch that one. I didn't even know I was still allowed to, if I was allowed to do that. So I'd want them both as the rep point ones. But then that's pointless as well. I mean, because, like, you could say, oh, do the rep point ones. Because, you know, normally I have max gold. And I easily could get to max gold very quickly. But then it's like, well, I can't use any more gold because I can't upgrade any more of these guys because like, when I got this, I'd got them already at level 3. So I could just instantly just chuck them all on. And then it's like, now I've used up that. And the buildings take so long to get because I'm going full pelt at the study. I've actually hired Franz, the fixer, for ages just to try and get the study going slightly faster, and it's still taking so long. We got to about 20,000 scrolls, and I researched a little bit of stuff, but yeah, it's taking so long. So it's like, it's interesting if they have decreased them. I think they have, which, yeah, because I'm pretty sure it was over 5,000, so it's interesting they've made it slightly, because I guess, why, because then it's like, oh, they'll mean people finish it even quicker, but they'll just sort of realize the imbalance, where it's like, well, I can't do anything. I literally can't upgrade stuff. Like, the rep points is like 50,000, so it's sort of useless keeping in reputation, and I've unlocked level 10 skill, the houses are 7, I can't upgrade those things, I can't really do anything with my gold. So, and then, but then most people in big valleys have not enough gold. So, it's sort of just problems all around. Like, it's so hard to balance it. Yeah. So, basically, well, we can see the poor. We can see the poor and this dude here. But other than that, there's not really. This thing is never going to get researched. Oh, they've decreased. Yeah, they have decreased some of them. Interesting. Oh, that one, they just chucked that in there. Yeah, this thing's still not researched, and it would take so short a time. That looks real cool. But I love it how what I can guarantee you about any person that's played any substantial amount of Everdale is that they've got wood storage. You could like not get trees, not get that. You could actually survive the game without getting that. That would be cool. I thought of different cool challenges. I could make so many YouTube videos. Because one of them would be, right, so it's 100 slots. You got 100 free slots. So one of them would be, because you can get the friends to fix it. Yeah, I just realized since the update, it doesn't even work anyway, because people want to have 11 villages. So, but it would be to get, if you're in a valley that has max players, to say, okay, for this YouTube video, we're going to be filling up the cotton field. And so it would put every one of our villages in there. Oh no, but it only allows you to do 3. Ah, never mind. Oh, then the free slots 10 doesn't work anyway. But hey, so then still, if we had 10 people all put in 3 guys, there'd be 30 guys in the cotton field. And that'd just be a cool visual thing. It'd be a cool thumbnail thing. It'd be just a funny video. I sort of, it's like, I haven't even put thought power towards coming up with creative Everdale videos, other than just sort of the update ones on Rumble, because it's like, well, is anyone actually gonna watch them? Probably not many people. I got on Shane for doing them. Okay, I could show you the Everdale server. Because it's the official one, and then there's the one that we've created. I created it, like, under the other game. So I'll go to Everdale. Here we go. Okay, so... Oh, someone just came online. Not many people actually on. Okay, anyway, we will do it. Display capture. Boom. Boom. What do we got? So this year's... So a few new people joined, which is cool. Joins. That's weird. What do we got? Bugs. I hadn't seen that one before. Thanks for reporting. Interesting. Tool tip. So these are the people in the top 50, and then these are people over 40k. I worked really hard to get that one. I finally got the over 40k one. But now I'm just getting too much. And there's all the people online. See, okay, so the BlueStacks, EverQuest. What else are they playing? Spotify, BlueStacks 5, Lost Ark, Sea of Thieves. Oh, I think I've seen someone play that game before a long time ago. Cryptocurrency based on a Bluetooth device. League of Legends, Black Desert, New World. There's a supermarket here called that. Counter-Strike Global. Rocket League. But yeah, we got a lot of people in here. Because I did the announcement, which I very, very rarely do. I didn't actually get that many. It's kind of crazy, because it's like... Because like when it says, like, everybody says, are you sure you want to do this and this? You'll be pinging this many people. But, chocolate, someone added that. Who added that? I can't tell. I added all the other ones, I think. Yeah. But it's like, technically every YouTube stream, it sends out 2,500 YouTube notifications. Technically. Says it does. Yeah. And then but then it says, like, only, like, less than 1% of people that got that. Because that's them more every single time I just start a stream than, like, this entire thing. Because this is, like, 1,520 people. But the other thing is, like, every time I stream would theoretically send out to 2,500 people. But, like, how many people actually come by? Like, very few. Like, less than 1% of those that are notified. It shows, like, maybe 3 people out of 2,500 click on the notification, which is crazy low. Anyway, that's that. Back to here. I do want to check on... I haven't actually... I'm just going to create an incognito window. I do need to switch to just solely using Brave at some point. And I'm going to... Oh yeah, that works. Okay. Boom. Boom. New Zealand. United States. Boom. Johnny Depp. That's been on trending on Twitter so long. Mr. Beast. Funniest moments. Mr. Beast, man, he's got to. Wow, that's another channel, because he's up to so many channels. He was already up to like 3 ages ago. Okay, anyway, we're searching Everdale. I was searching SuperSight, actually. Just kind of curious which one it puts up. You used to have that coronavirus one for ages. It's interesting. Clash Mini winner. I'm related to that. Yeah, there we go, over 100k. He did that 5 months ago. Oh, that's here. Okay, so is that? It's live. They've changed what it looks like. Oh, there's SuperSightLIVE and SuperSight Heyday. On Google, there's not any real results. So anyway, let's go Everdale. Even Rush Wars, man. Even Rush Wars. I didn't jump at all in these top few. Like, it's only ever searched up like specific like Rush Wars Live. Man, why did you have to die, Rush Wars? 2 years ago, it was so good. Everdale. But I didn't even, if you go Rush Wars S, I wasn't even, like, an option. Like, that's how low I was searched up. Even though I actually just get a lot of searches for that. Not going down the Rush Wars line. Not today. Here it is. So, it's just, and even that, 7,000 views in 6 hours is so low. Like, it's a lot of views. But this is, like, this is a Supercell game we're talking about. Oh, we're 4th. That's nice. 4 months. Oh, it's not even one of those games. Let's go to the last, well, it could go day, actually, to see what content there is. That's it! That's it! Like, no one even covers this update. This guy does. Haven't actually heard of him before. And it's probably German. So, which, nothing wrong with it being German, but as in, that's not, like, most of the people that play the game. Oh, actually, there's a hang of a lot of German players, but I'm sure most of them are not German. And this is also German! And shout out to iPsycho. But it's like, there's no one's even covered this update. No one. Like, actually, literally no one. Like, remember, you know, with the Heyday ones and that, and probably with this Heyday one, there'd be, you know, Gizmo likely will have covered it. Nighthawk likely will have covered it. Ricky will have likely covered it. I remember would release it and would check out each other's videos. It was cool. But, like, no one's even covered this update. Like, not Orange Juice, not even Clash with Shane. No one. It's sort of like, they're just, well, other than these 2 Germans. Good on them. But, yeah, that's, like, in terms of English-speaking YouTubers, well, not English, they speak English, but there's no one in English has covered it, which just shows how little interest there is, which is, it's a very sad reflection. Like, and it wouldn't even be much work for, like, Ricky to do, or Galadon to do, or OJ to do, because, like, this is only the 3rd update they've even had. Like, you stream it when it comes out, and then you just do, like, an update. I mean, OJ might do one a little bit later in that, but it wouldn't even be that much work to just, like, it's not, it's sort of just, like, it's barely even kind, because this is like, it's like, you know, it's helpful, you know, for your channel to cover it and that, but it's like, just show the Everdale community a little bit, just at least do a video on the update. Like, don't even do any other videos the entire time, just make this your 4th video. The game, the day it came out, update 1, update 2, update 3, it would be hard, but it's almost like, it literally would be bad for their channels. Like, they would get hardly any views. But that just shows the terrible state of it. Like, even if I was a regular Heyday YouTuber in that, it's like, surely I can do an Everdale video, considering, well, if, you know, assuming you started the covering of it, but that's the state of it, which is just not. See, if we go to Heyday, Lara just somehow has been so high in the algorithm. Oh, wow, this is a different second try. Oh, he did it again. He did it again. He is so helping them. That guy, Trimax, good lad. Never heard of The Godfather, or Grax for that matter. No, actually, I might have heard of Grax. Oh, no, that's the Italian dude, which has just been playing it and boosting it. I had a thumbnail that had, like, that thing in it. Syndrome of B, he's a good lad. They're all by Heyday themselves. I know Lara up there right now, and then these were Heyday. Then these ones were recent, but the Let's Play. Also watch Subway Surfers. Okay, but if we go to, like, day, surely Ricky and Gizmo and Nighthawk. Syndrome, Phoebe, when will the update happen? Heyday every day. Umid, yeah. No, okay, maybe it's, okay. Retno, I remember Retno. There's Nighthawk. There's Nighthawk. But that was, like, about, Android games to it. This guy has, like, 10,000 subscribers. Well, yeah, well, at least. Yeah, because he had like 1 or 2 videos from yonks on Gardenscapes. He just does like, most of them get like no views, like hardly any views. He just has a couple that are absolute killers. 1.4 million views, 500,000 views, 1,000,000 views, so many views. Just these are rare killer ones. Like, I guess like Wheaten It or a level up thing. I realized what one, and they just use so many videos that they inevitably get somewhere. Lara's one had the coins in the thing, which is why, because if we look at Android games, how many videos have they done? Oh, bother. Oh, no, they probably won't even come up for channel, because it'll be actual, 24,000 videos! That's insane! That's huge effort in that. And how many views? Like, barely even more than me. Barely even more than me. I mean, I'm like 11 million or something in that. I'm thinking like in big terms in that. And he's done like how many, like over 10 times, like 20 times as many. Well, like maybe like over 10 times as many videos. It's a lot more effort, but he probably puts a lot less effort into like doing that. I think it's he doesn't talk or anything. But that's crazy. I was just gonna click on Retno. I remember, yeah, I used to make graphs of how we're all going, and I was so dedicated and committed to Heyday. I covered it the entire time as a YouTuber, from 2017 to 2020 when I was banned. For years I covered it. Well, he's at 21,000. That's pretty impressive. But that's just no views. That is just no views. There's just absolutely no views. Like, one of you made $1 on those videos. And you know, people might say, oh, you just think about his money and that. It's like, no, it's not all I think about, but in terms of, it's a requirement if you to become a YouTuber that spends many hours a week, you know, 20, 40 hours a week covering YouTube. You can't not think about money. You just can't. That's actually reasonable views in that. But not financially sustainable views in that. Wow, 10th birthday. Oh, this is his new thumbnail design. That's very nice. I really like it. But still, there's a video with under 1,000. They're not even 500, not even 500. I mean, that's just about a fishing event, but still, yeah, that's a different thing. Variety, yeah, there's a guy that did a tweet thing about different things on YouTube, and one of these mentioned, like, don't do variety. Variety doesn't work, which is true. So he's at 56,000. Eventually he'll get to 100,000. Maybe. 50, how does he only have 15,000 views? I thought, like, I forgot, like, if I wasn't banned, I'd have more views than him by now. I'm not sure about subs. That was hard to track. Possibly. Quite probably. Not sure. That's just crazy. He has less views than Android Gamer. It's sad. It's sad. That is just, in my view, sad. Like, that's a lot of views. Don't get me wrong in that. But, like, as in, I find it sad because I'm like, I know how much effort Ricky's put in. He's put in so much effort in that. For years and years and years, since about 2014, and then to see that, it's like, that's not many views. I'm used to this because I like, my channel itself has however many million views, which doesn't feel like anything. Like, I don't even tell people in real life, well, that I'm a YouTuber and that, like, isn't if they ask, well, what do you do, and I say about that kind of stuff, but like, I don't even bring it up. Like, I don't even think it's impressive. I don't even think it's impressive. Like, I see the average person, if you're like, you got 15,000 views, that's a lot of views. And it's like, kind of is, but it is kind of not, in terms of, if, you know, you're trying to get as many views as you can, and you've put in hundreds, if not thousands of hours, to doing it. It's just, and not to mention that only about, with my channel, only about 20% of people actually watch the video. Like, most of them, 80%, sort of just trail off very fast. Like, you know, by halfway point, most of the viewers, 80% or more, are gone. So the actual amount that watch the video is actually only 20% of that, you know? So it's some videos it's 10%, so it's actually 10 times less views. So it's actually, like, realistically, you've only got 1.5 million views. Like, that number's horribly inflated. So it's like, whoa, SuperSight, you have 11 million views. Like, well, more realistically, I've got more like 1 to 2 million views in that. But man, I just know Ricky's such a hard worker, and he's putting he really cares about Heyday. And to see him with, sort of, in my view, so few views, considering insane amounts of effort, it's just sad. Like, Godson, right? He's a Clash of Clans YouTuber. He's hit 1 billion views. Now, I think he's the only and the first YouTuber of Clash of Clans to do that, or any Supercell game, I think. But it just shows the comparison, the scale. Like, 1 billion views, like that with me, I'm a 10 million. Let's round Ricky down to 10 million of that. Like, that's not just 10 times that amount of views. That's 100 times as many views, which is crazy. Like, so much more. It's just hard to even quantify like how many more that is. Like, how many zeros? That's 1 0. Yeah, 2 0. Yeah, so it's like 100 times more, at least 50 times more. So it's like for every 1,000 viewers, for every million views that Godson got, Ricky only got 1,000 or 10,000. 10,000. Because 10,000 at 0 0. Yeah, so for every million views Godson got, Ricky only got 15,000. So it's like every day Ricky uploads a video that gets 15,000 views, which still wouldn't even be enough to make enough money in that. And every day Godson gets 1 million views. So every video that Ricky uploads gets 15,000. Godson just had one that got 1 million. That's the comparison. So I feel sorry for Ricky. Like, he's an awesome YouTuber. Highly recommend you subscribe to him. He's a really, really nice. Well, I mean, what do I mean by highly recommend you subscribe to? It's basically I'm saying I support him in that. Like, because otherwise, you can all just go subscribe to him very well in that. But then will you watch his content? Then probably not. If you're a fan of Everdale, he covers Everdale a little bit, I think. But yeah, saying like I highly recommend you subscribe. So I guess that's the way of saying I support them in that, and feel free to go subscribe to him in that. But if you're not going to watch any of his content, then there's no point, is there? So same with anyone that said that of me as well. But yeah, I think he's a real nice guy, and it was cool meeting him. But it's just crazy. It's just like the more I realize how incredibly, insanely unprofitable it is to be a YouTuber, and the chances of being a YouTuber are just so slim. Like, there's a 2016 report which I mentioned before, which found that the top 4% of YouTubers make 90% of the revenue. I mean, the other 96% of us fight for the final 10%. But that's not exactly. Well, no, I probably am in the top 4%, or at least I was before I got banned. Not that it is like an actual like fighting, like that's just like a mathematical manipulated data to mean that. But yeah, it's like I see this many views and I'm like, that's nothing, man. That's absolutely nothing. That's just like, I mean, just those single Mr. Beast videos on the homepage had like 15 million views or more than that. Like, a single video by Mr. Beast has more than an entire lifetime of Ricky's, like 2014 to now, 8 years worth of videos. Like, 8 years worth of work in videos is less than a single Mr. Beast video. I mean, you can always make these really crazy comparisons and that, but I don't think they're meaningless to make. Like, it is important to think about things in scale. Yeah, okay, let's just go back to...
Hey there, it's me, Red Knight.
Ricky! Go back to... But yeah, Ricky's a nice guy, and I wish that things were much better for him. See that cool video, awesome video idea, not even 10,000 views. So yeah, it's just, that was their last one. Only got 22,000 views, which is just so low. So low. Like, some Clash Clans YouTubers that aren't even the official channels. Only the official channel was the official channel, but most Clash Clans the big ones, Clash Clans, Chief Pat, they get more views than that on every video. Although actually Galadon gets about that. And Chief Pat doesn't even do Clash Clans. What does Chief Pat even do these days? But yeah, it's the situation of YouTube, the situation of Everdale, the situation of Heyday, makes me sad. Just knowing how much insane amount of effort people put in. Which then you can say, well, that's the free market, and if people choose to do something that is repeatedly showing to be unprofitable, well, that's what they get in that. But when you go into it, you don't know that. Still, though, if you're like, well, I'm going to keep doing this, then it is your choice. But I wish it wasn't that way. I wish competitive leaderboards, that's what I like to hear. I wish... Oh, is that Ice Age? Yo, that's such a good one. Yeah, what was I going to search up? Chief Pat. But yeah, things are a shame. Oh, this is a shame. So he just does Brawl Stars now. Which... Oh, they're not actually getting... Because there was a time where they were getting like over 100,000 views every day. But here we have some killer Clash Clans ones. Oh, and that was 8 years ago. Oh my goodness. That shows how old Clash Clans is. 2014. Oh, because what did he do? He did the history of cheating. Which was the one he did oops. There's a video I watched of his, might have been the history of cheating just recently.
It's Patrick here, bringing you guys a brand new video
Jimmy.
on a pretty hot topic, and that is cheating and the #1 spot in Clash of Clans.
I think, guys, yeah, because Master of got banned. But yeah, it's just crazy. Oh man, I so wish I'd been. I wasn't even old enough really to even be a YouTuber. I just wish that I'd sort of been like covering Clash Clans early days. And how many has he got? 600 million. Then we got Galadon. Galadon! No, that's not right. Okay, there we go. He's Galadon. How I spent 130,000. Oh my goodness. That's a lot. That's a lot. That's a hang of a lot. I mean, relative to the amount of views, though, because then he's got like 50 times. Has he spent 50 times more than me? Probably not. I probably have spent disproportionately more than him relative to the amount of return he's... Well, definitely, because like the Rush Wars spent over $1,000 on. That was the terrible return. That was like an old-ass description. People don't really change their descriptions much. Yeah, Galadon. So he's 500,000. We'll go Molt, Nick at Night, and then Godson, and then I'll, yeah, just cover the game a little bit more. Molt's a good guy as well. He still does that one. Clash Royale. Yeah, not getting those over 100k. The Clash of Clans, it's huge, was in 2016, 2015 in that. Oh yeah, he's there. That's pretty good. But yeah, so a lot of those YouTubers took a massive... I remember it was like, it might have been 2018 or 2017, and they're just all in decline. They're like actually losing subscribers, which was like really sad. 3 days ago. So he's very, like, he's sort of like right now just like barely, he's sort of just done. He's sort of like just, maybe it's just not even profitable. Like, I mean, 24,000 for someone that's got that many subs, 2 million, is just hardly anything. Like, it's just hardly anything. Like, they'll be getting most of their money from their old videos, but yeah, he's sort of, yeah, like 7 months. So he effectively has quit YouTube. Like, he just sort of did a little bit. He didn't even thumbnail that one, I don't think. And then sort of just, oh no, maybe he did. But he sort of, it was barely, he looks so young in that one. It just been sort of doing like the odd thing. Elden Ring, yeah, but he sort of, I went through, did I go through a period of that? I mean, Godson has. I think I did sort of, kind of do, well, I took a big break. He's getting close to it. Because he started with Boom Beach. But yeah, these YouTubers have so many views, like their new ones just, it's crazy, you know, it's like, you know, 2019, it was still a good time with Rush Wars. Molt covered that. Nick at Night and Molt both covered Battlelands. And then we read the article about Battlelands and the sponsorships. Now that didn't work out. That was really interesting. And then the Godson is final. It's just, man, I wish things were so different in life. I mean, and it's crazy, like, of all the things I wish are different, like, this is like a nothing one. Like, there's so many things, you know, like world hunger and all this. This is way more important than that. Than, like, Clash of Clans not going better and lasting longer, or Rush Wars not going global. Like, there's so many things way more important than any of these like, much more significantly less things, but still important. This guy, yeah, so, yeah, just wanted to say that. He is also sort of quit. Goodbye. It's sort of like, he just did 2, and he's sort of just been off and on. Yeah, it's just like, I think Galadon was very consistent in that, and just kept doing video after video, but he's basically done. Again, though, 3,000 views for 2,000 views for someone with 2 million subs. It's just like absolutely dead. It's not, so it wasn't just me. It wasn't just me, because my channel did this and went through a phase, and I was so sick of it. It's all these channels. All these channels. These were top. It's just this is the market at play. Like, you know, people want Clash Clans. These people succeed and are like super famous and all that. Clash Clans drops in interest. Oh, all these people are out of business. It's just weird. It's just sad. But it's like, I wish things were different and Clash Clans had gone better for longer, and I'd been part of that one. I loved Clash Clans, but sort of Galadon's got like the longest motivation of us all. Like, he's like of all the Clash Clans YouTubers, because they've all stopped. But yeah, it was such a good game. People loved it. It was so much fun. It was awesome, and they're still releasing so much stuff for it. But look where it is. And Hayday never really had like the same kind of mass audience like those ones did. You know, Clash Royale went through a good period in that, and Brawl Stars still is, although it doesn't seem as popular as it was, according to the trends as well. Over 1 billion views. Man, because wow, he hasn't gone up much since 8, because he got hacked temporarily. But I remember Chief Pat or something, or AMG. the company, like, because they're with Tribe Gaming. I don't know what that means anymore. Well, what it ever did mean. I think it was part of like an esports thing, but he got a billion ages ago. Like, that was months ago. That might have been over a year ago, which shows how like little he increases now. But yeah, and so then all that income will not really be a big thing anymore. Whoa, there's been hardly any chat. My goodness. Wow, bunch of viewers. We're at full time as well. He puts incredible. Yeah, wowzers. A recent addition to the interesting. Okay, on Heyday team. Gizmo's on vacation. Interesting. Well, I can't believe there's only 3 comments the whole time. I know a lot about this, well, Supercell history sort of thing. Well, I've been part of it, but I sort of, like, remember, like, you know, oh my goodness, you know, when I was much younger, like, Clash Royale just came out, and sort of all these happy memories of that kind of stuff. But, yeah. That's still on for now. So, I feel like I've basically covered, like, what is there to cover in this? Oh, I haven't even gone over 2 hours. It feels like this was a real long stream. Yeah, so it's, am I a fan of the update? It doesn't really, like, help me. Smashed a ton of bugs, have you? Well, I noticed some new music, that sounds cool. They've added some perk boost. Building costs have been rebalanced. How much? It was like 17. Oh, I think they've decreased it slightly. It depends on your valley, though, not on, I don't know what they were basing on. Anyway, I feel like that will kind of wrap it up now. There was like, you know, there was that Itsu video I was going to watch Clash Mini ages ago, and I sadly never got to that. Too much to do in life. Yeah. The stream's already up to 400,000 frames. That's crazy. Yeah, I think I'll just wrap it up there, actually. I sort of did what I wanted to do. Yeah. But thank you all for being part of it. Pardon me. That's the game. Actually, I will just check the... if we remove these, if we just keep it on Everdale, and then just so I can... Clash Quest must have had an update. Or something, I don't know. Everdale, past 7 days, we'll just see what the interest is doing. Oh wow, so it sort of peaked then. Oh, but I didn't start till 2 hours ago. Yeah, well, I sort of should theoretically have got like some interest from that. But I think I'm the only one streaming it. New Zealand, bit of interest. That's kind of crazy, because I don't really know. I know one person in New Zealand plays it, which is actually a lot more, because most games I don't know anyone, so... Yeah, that's kind of interesting that New Zealand was the 3rd most interest for it. That's a lot. Past a day. Philip, Malaysia. Singapore. Wow, we're 2nd! How are we 2nd? That's crazy. Past day, so it was nothing, and then it bounced. But we still have some interest, but I don't think we got any new viewers, which is a shame. But I don't even know who would have even shown up above me, because there was like even the videos, because we were 4th, but yeah, it sort of just goes to show Google shopping. Everdale merch, question mark. Oh, what? How is that even a thing? Well, because it's not even released in America, but Americans maybe would be more likely to buy it, because there's not as much shipping there. Yeah, but anyway, so it just sort of shows, like, yeah, like, hardly anyone, which I don't mind, I'm glad I did the stream, but it just shows, like, well, like, no one watched it. Not no one watched it, but no one new that I'm aware of came to find my channel, which is like, I remember the last update we had a few, which was so exciting, but it doesn't appear that we got anyone. New Zealand above Finland, amazing. So much to do, I hear you. Well, yeah, that's gonna wrap it up. Yeah, it's been good playing it. Showcasing the new update. Well, I didn't really showcase, like, basically any of it. If I was more maxed out, I could show you a little bit more, but yeah. Anyway, that will wrap it up. So thank you to everyone that was part of the stream. Thank you to Call Me V. Thank you to Lynn. Thank you to Corin. Thank you to Garit for coming by the stream. Thank you to Lynn on Trovo and Facebook as well. And to Hospooly on... no, never mind. I take that back. To Logi. Oh, sorry, I missed you on YouTube. Who am I? So, who am I? Oh, yeah, and thank you to Ross for coming by. And for Peace for Bryce on Twitch. And for Coffee Gamer, thank you guys for coming by. Thank you, Lynn, for moderating. And thank you to Supercell for the camera and for the fun game. Thank you to OBS for the free streaming software. Thank you to Restream.io for allowing me to stream to all the different platforms. Thank you to Twitch, Nimble TV, YouTube, Freak TV, DLive, Facebook, Rumble, Mob Crush, Twitter, and Trovo for allowing me to stream to your platforms. Thank you to 24timezones.com for the time below. And yeah. Thank you to Greet for being a sponsor for 2 months, and to all my sponsors, I will find you now and name you. Boom. Where are we? Monetization. SuperSight. Oh man, that was so good. Oh, Sammy JR. That was so good. Memberships. There we go. Wow, we're up to 10. We're up to 10. Oh yeah, Dylan. He's just rejoined, like, randomly in that. Like, when I'm not streaming at all. So, thank you, Dylan, for being a a member. Thank you to ShardLight for being a member. Yeah, big thank you to ShardLight for being a member. It's been a long time. I know you've wanted to become a member for ages, and finally you got to. So, thank you, ShardLight. How am I? Oh, wow. I'm almost at 24 months. That's crazy. I only rejoined a month. I've been on and off. Well, because I was on and then got banned, so then it's off, and then I rejoined, and then the credit card or whatever that was on stopped working, so then another account or whatnot. Thank you to Greet for being a member. Thank you to iThinks for being a member. Thank you to Lynn for being a member. And for the 20, you're almost about to get that one there as well. That's crazy. And thank you to Josh Winder for being a member, and to FazeCast for being a member. Appreciate it. And thank you to the 5 of you that gave the stream a like. And I had 2 years in a month. A new, there we go, on 2 accounts. This might be the first stream in ages that I haven't been demonetized on. Well, I don't know. We'll see. I don't think we were, but we'll see. Because on so many of those, like, I had like 5 streams in a row, all demonetized. Really annoying. Is this one demonetized? It wasn't. Wow, that's big. If we come down here, these 2 demonetized, and that I think that was demonetized. That was. I think, and then it was demonetized for when it was streaming and when it makes most income. Sadly, this is cut out. 22 hours. I guess that doesn't work because it cuts it to 12. So I guess it will say doesn't play. We'll just check it. Yeah. See, that's the problem. It's too long. A Syndrome 400 watching. Oh my goodness, that's a lot. I remember, yeah, like when he said 100, and I thought that's so many. See that there? That if there's any hope for Heyday, it's that. I haven't seen hope to of Heyday till I've seen that 400 watching. My goodness, that's a lot of people. That's the most. Yeah, he makes it work because him and the other guy were both on 20, how long? They're on about 10k, him and Silas and that. So it was nice meeting him. Yeah, that's a lot of viewers. I mean, that's update, so this will be peak. Oh, is that to Brave ad? It's yeah. They're not buying the data to know I've already got it. So I don't want to say that, but then I feel bad because then it'll be like he'll ask and then I'll be like not there. Just do a small. Oh, that's for 6,000 tokens. 80. That was so dear. So he has 25 latency. That's quite long. It should. Because then I feel like then he'd feel like he has to just speak English. There I go. That looks good. I like the icon. It's cool how he uses the chat like that. Oh, someone said hey. Because Heyday's got a serious German audience. 400, so many. Twitch, Instagram, Discord. That's more views than Ricky. Yeah, like that. That's a lot. Oh, it's such a good game, man. It's such a good game. I love covering it, but it's just so few views. Anyway, thank you guys for being part of the stream. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Hey, hello. Hebrew name? Now that you're stopping, people come. Well, we got to... yeah, 3 on YouTube there. Oh, that's right, the stats. The stats thing. We go here. Okay. Wow, it really died off there. It went from 5 down to 1. Whoa, just 1. But then those stats are rigged. They're pretty inaccurate. Okay, there we go. So we'll just capture the image of the stream. Oh, there's that. Okay, yeah. I didn't get up till 4:30 p.m., so it's a weird sleep. What do I even call it? I haven't called... there we go, 29th of March, Everdale. So we'll call this... So it was about 2 months. So I'm glad I streamed it. It was nice to be back, but it's also sort of, like, sad to realize, actually, yeah, there's hardly anyone interested in it. Our Valley only has 2 people in it. It wasn't a substantial update that's going to change the game significantly. I'll keep playing it. I'll keep enjoying it. I remember... Yeah, that there was a person that, yeah, I forget what you're called. When you say it, I'll likely remember it. Yeah. So anyway, glad I did the stream, even though it wasn't that many viewers. It's still cool to have history, but, well, I do hope that if they're gonna kill it, they kill it. Like, I want to move on if they're just gonna kill it. Yeah. It's enjoyable, it's fun, but I don't know, it's sort of weird that they've kept, like, mate, they gave Rush Wars 2 months, and they're like, it's dead, it's gone, and that. Whereas this is, like, a year and a half later, just since they released it under the white label, so it's sort of, I'm sort of amazed how insanely long that it's sort of gone on for. But yeah, nice music, and yeah, we'll wrap it up there. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream, thank you for being part of it. I will see you... maybe tomorrow? We'll see. But then probably not for this game, because there's a lot of other ones I want to cover, and there's not really much to cover on a day-to-day basis. Oh, actually, but then there's all the, you know, the updates we're reading through, which I didn't even sort of, it felt like there wasn't much to do this stream. But if you got me back onto doing the Excel lists and all that, it would take ages. I never got to Tour C, though. I do want to do it. Shades of Rush Wars, yeah. Yeah, I sort of, because, yeah, there's more I can do on Excel and that, but I sort of, I don't know, I feel like it's sort of, I just don't think it's going to live. I think it's going to die. And then it's like, oh, do I really want to do a whole heap of stuff covering it if it's going to do that? Anyway, thank you guys for being part of the stream. Have a wonderful, beautiful rest of your day. I'll see you all next time. Some of the streams don't have backups. YouTube has backups. Restream, Restream has a backup, but then you can't create multiple streams on DLive, but you can on YouTube and Rumble. And I'm not sure about which one. Rush was good. It was good. Sore throat. Good time to wrap it up. Have a wonderful, beautiful rest of your day. See you all next time. Good night, and God bless.